started. Yes,
All right, 1, 2, 3.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Dreams in Motion finale. I have lots of friends with me down below in my basement. So before we get over to the chat, I'm going to bring them all up. And it is my pleasure to share a seat next to their table with all of them that are joining me this evening. So first of all, our founder, our president, the Mr. Sean Ornelas. Thank you for joining me, sir. Good day, good day. We have your right-hand man, no other than our VP, Mr. Dewey. Welcome in, Mr. Dewey.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you for joining in with us. And then we have our amazing executive director, Mr. Ross. Welcome in, Mr. Ross.
Hey, everybody.
We have our beautiful, talented, wears several hats right now, from hosting liaison to liaison of current recipients, past recipients. She does it all for us. Welcome, Miss Michael Ann.
Hello, everybody.
And then we also have our beautiful events coordinator, her first time around the board with all of us. And without her, this wouldn't be possible. She has helped me tremendously through all of this, and I am pleasure to share this seat with her. Miss Jen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Mr. Chris is not here this evening. He is probably getting ready to head off to bed because it is a Sunday night and he does have to work. And he is our money man, which he is going to love us come Monday. And Miss Alana is working, and she is our secretary. And she is also the co-founder of HH4C. Did I miss anything, you guys?
Well, what a weekend.
What a weekend.
With all the blanks and breaks and whatever, folks, I could not be more proud of what we've achieved. And I want to thank everybody involved. We can't put people on cruise ships without your help. So thank you very much. I'm totally beside myself. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No.
Dewey, you slap one side, I'll slap the other side.
Stop it, I like it.
Get him. Get him, guys.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Get him. So we've got some interesting topics to take first, but I would like to hop over to the chat real quick. I want to welcome everybody in. So let's start up at the top. Say hello to Miss Roxanne. And then here is another gentleman who came in a little later on in the party as we were talking about this. He's been on board since Helen. He actually reached out to a few of the content creators that are the bigger channels that he follows and asked them if they would like to be a part of it. They greatly accepted, and I am so thankful for this person for what he did for us this weekend. And he even hopped in on time slots that were not filled just to try to earn a few extra coffers for our bank. And without that, Mr. Vizos Travel, thank you very much for your help and everything that you have done for us. And it's a pleasure to work alongside of you as well. Now we offer it all up to our mods, guys. If it wasn't for our great moderators, none of this would be even remotely possible. And Danny D, even though that you were so busy with wedding things and your future sister-in-law and your brother this whole weekend, you still stepped in, you still helped out in chats, and you still kept it going. So thank you very much for all you have done. Now, my next person. She sits on our advisory board. She helps out. She gives ideas. She might come off as the pushy type of person, but I am very pleased and very grateful for this group to be a part of Helping Hands for Cruising. And that is Chris and Liz. Thank you guys so much for what you did today. I cannot do this alone without all of you, or none of us could do this alone without
Absolutely.
And then
very, very much appreciated the help.
And then Miss Alana actually sends her regards. She's holding down the fort at work. And then we have Lily T is in the house. Thank you for being an amazing supporter through all of this, Lily. Greatly appreciate you so much. And then this gentleman has always been a part of our cruise-a-thons. Him and his wife have done something somehow, some way. They are also a past recipient. And I would also like to say thank you to Kickin' It Country for all that you have done. Let me see. I'm just going down and see if anybody new's come in. Nobody else has so far. So everybody's just saying hello to everybody. Now with that, Ross, we're going to turn some things over to you because you have a few things that you need to say.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being part of the Dreams in Motion Marathon this weekend. Amazing job. Thank you to the channels. Thank you for everybody's continued support. Look forward to a lot of things happening in the future, which we will update you at a later date. But I do want to announce our silent auction winner. Captain Cobalt, the purple duck, was won by Jen.com. Hey, Jen. And also a winner of the magnet goes to Jen.com. Congratulations.
Rigged, no.
All about bidding. The hosting Thirsty Thursday trivia and match game. We're going to go ahead and select a name at random for those. And then additionally, the Seamus duck, the green duck, will be held for the next Dreams in Motion event, as well as the gift basket will be held for the next event. So thank you, everybody, for participating in that. We appreciate it. And I'm going to turn it back over to Crystal.
All righty, guys. And there's one more person that did come in. Well, a couple more people that did come in. This lady does a lot of behind the scenes work. She doesn't like to take all the recognition, and she'll even tell you that she didn't help out as much as she would like. But she did what she could, giving the fact of the state that she is in currently. She was moving from one state over to like 3 or 4 different states. And she does put a lot of time, and she does support, and she does take place in everything that she does. And that is Miss Meg. Miss Meg helped me out this time around with showing me how to build a playlist. I promise my playlist in the future will get better. And I would like to thank you very much, Meg, for everything that you do, all your support, all your answering questions if I had anything. And you know, girl, you're always welcomed at our table.
Woohoo! Yeah.
And here is a very other value supporter for us, and that is Mr. Nick P. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Nick. Nice to see you. So, Mr. Sean, I'm going to put you full screen and let you take over here for a minute and let you say what you have to say.
I got a lot to say. What specifically would you like me to say?
Give us what our final total is so far.
All right. So I've actually been watching and I've been really quite thrilled. I'll give you a hint. Last time we did, it was 2 days, 2 very full days, and we made 46.35 last time round. This time around, we had a lot of gaps, and it was spread over 3 days. Well, let me tell you guys, I am incredibly proud to say that this time we hit 45-14.
Woo! For 3 days, not bad, not bad.
I'm incredibly impressed. And with that, there are a great deal of thanks to all the channels for all your efforts. Really, I'm so proud, and I really do appreciate everything you guys have done. Even those that jumped on in the last minute, channels I've never even heard of, but I'm now part of. So I'm eternally grateful, and thank you all for your help and assistance.
All righty, guys, that is something to be very, very proud of. And if you're still here and you still would like to donate, there is a link right on over there in the chat. You can go ahead and click, and you can go ahead and you can go ahead and do whatever needs to be done over there. And you know, the night is still young. It's still not over. You have until the next 45 minutes, and you know, we will gladly take your money. And
well, let me put it this way: every dollar that you give, and listen, your donations do not have to be only tonight. You can donate weekly, monthly, and we would appreciate it. Utilizing our Zephy system, it's working extremely well. Unfortunately, those in Australia, we've got to use another method, which is through PayPal, but that's fine. Hopefully that Zephy setup will happen. But please, folks, think of us every time you're having a cup of coffee. What does it cost for us to put someone on board a cruise ship? Well, I can tell you from personal experience, $5,000 every time we put a person on a cruise ship. So with that in mind, I'm saying to you, please keep helping us, give somebody, and you heard us talk to some recipients earlier on, by the way of Scott and Amber. They were first-time cruisers, and just how much it changed their life. And they actually know Kenny personally, spent time with Kenny personally, and I can tell you, we changed his life, not only just on the cruise, but what happened afterwards as well. Everybody who was on that cruise, Dewey, Crystal, Michael Ann, when we went on that initial cruise, our lives were changed as well, all because somebody put their hand in their pocket and put in $5 or $20 or whatever it was. So please continue.
so I do have one person here that he does a lot of behind the scenes work, and he works side by side with me. He's helped me redesign our Helping Hands for Cruising.org webpage. And, you know, I came back on the board thinking I was gung-ho, ready to go, a full feet on. And he's like, I can't believe watching you thrive at this and what it means to you. There's a glow about you. And I said, yeah, but did I know that he would like to get into the shenanigans with me? You guys paid this man over $150 to eat cat food the other night. And he did it. So without any more, I would greatly like to say thank you so much, Matt.
I'm still picking it out of my teeth
for all the love, all the support. But what I would like to really ask is, what does something like this organization mean to you now that you've actually got to be a part of it just a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely something that, you know, I'm not direct involved. I don't have the capacity to be as committed as the team here, but I'm impressed by the amount of engagement I saw this weekend with all the different channels and the coordination and the amazing teamwork. Really is what it was, as each channel, you know, supported the other ones, and we're boosting each other's visibility and your networks, and leveraging one team to the next team to the next team, and watching the different productions and how, it's clear. I mean, I look at how many people are using the same backgrounds here, and there was a continuity, and I was just impressed by the organization. So really cool on the the professionalism side. And then for what HH4C is at its core, and seeing all this community coming together to benefit somebody else, right? And true, doing something for other people is heartwarming, and it's impressive to me. So my hat off to everybody on the feed, the channel, all of the channels that participated. You guys did awesome. And then the results were there, right? That's a pretty substantial amount of money. It's not cheap putting somebody on the boat, and coming together for somebody else's benefit is truly admirable. So I commend everybody, and thanks everybody for your support. And I'm impressed with the whole organization. So
Hey, Matt,
Sure.
I got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
After you had the cat food, how did it feel licking your arms to clean off the?
I said it, but I was only half joking. But I was on the sitting on the litter box for about 3 hours after that. It did not sit well with me.
I believe you didn't have to have your stomach pumped.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning and I was smelling it in my beard, even though I washed my face. It was still there.
Every time he rolled over Friday night, and he'd say, "Babe," I'm like, "Oh." I pulled the pillow closer up to my because I couldn't. I was like, I'm gonna get sick.
I brushed my teeth twice and I could still smell it and taste it. I don't know where it was, but it was.
The sacrifices for the cause. Oh my God.
The only question I have, Matt, is have you had any hairballs yet?
No, not yet, thankfully. But I was licking my foot earlier, and I was like, nah.
Scott said, "I told you all Matt would be covering his." Hey, he's a trooper. He even ate apples and apples and prunes.
That white meat thing was horrible.
Meat.
Don't feed baby food to babies. That is the worst.
Well, we normally doctor it up. Like I gave baby food to Margaret today, sweet potatoes. I put a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper in it. And she ate the whole thing.
Put some Tabasco on it for her.
No, she's a baby.
Oh.
Don't leave the babies home with Matt.
The baby on the left. No, sorry, wrong song.
So we did have a couple more people come in really quick. Let me back up here. We had, they seen Michael Ann. Miss Najuma is in the house. To Travel and Tour is here. Thank you guys so much for your feed, and I'm happy that it worked out for you all. I'm a fan. I'll be watching from here on out. We have Mr. Joe in the house. Hello, Mr. Joe.
I have a special award for Matt.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to bring Dewey up.
Nice when he gets a little playful with you.
And we got Mr. Paul Vines in the house. Hello, hello, hello. I know I'm kind of working backwards here. Guys, if you see anybody that I forgot to click on, please shout them out and let me know.
Is it Embarkation Nation?
Embarkation Nation.
Could I tell me going?
Captain Billy J is in the house.
Scott's in here.
Yeah, FC Billy is here.
Cruising is fun anytime.
Hey,
Good day,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yoda's Blessed Life.
Scott's in the house. Yep, Yoda's best life.
Kenneth Bird.
Yes.
Embarkation Nation. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys all for coming. And Kenneth Bird is in here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, it's been great to share with every single one of you guys, all the laughters and the fun. And for those of you, not my board members, but for those of them in the chat, you guys, we start planning this. Michael Ann and Jen, you two can speak on this. How long in advance do we start planning something like this?
Well, the dates are planned months and months in advance, and usually about at least 2 months out, we're starting to ask people.
Yeah.
I actually already wanted to start talking about the next event, and picking dates and booking talent and things like that, and kind of talk to the board about what our fundraisers will look like and getting on kind of a schedule of that, and making sure that we make the most of the amazing creators who all participated this weekend. They just knocked it out of the park. So
Yeah, I can
so
remember
grateful.
when these would go, and Michael Ann, Dewey, Sean, myself, Ross started coming in towards the end of it all. We used to go Friday night through Sunday, ending in at 6, but we would pull 48 hours straight. Like, and there's times that Michael Ann and I would be like, Michael Ann would say, okay, Crystal, I'm going to go to bed. And she'd go to bed, and like, boom, next thing you know, we're right back up waiting for the next person to come on, because we'd all have to stagger, or some of us wouldn't go to bed at all until it was done. And then come Monday morning, we're all like, oh,
Like Kenny?
Just a quick one in there, if I may, Crystal. We've got Mike and Rihanna come on board. We also had Marjorie Ambrose come on in. Welcome aboard. Rachel's Adventures. Welcome aboard. Scotty J Travels is up as well, so welcome aboard. Thank you very much. And of course, the lovely, beautiful Meg, as usual. What's bed? Yeah, Meg Meg and Kenny have taught us the benefits of sleeping on a live.
And here's
G'day, James. Welcome aboard, James. Nice to have you here.
Yep, and he is another one of our recipients from Helping Hands for Cruising as well.
Yep.
And for those of you that didn't get to see on my pop-up live yesterday, Kenny was up. And Kenny raised $100 for us. And how he did that, he had to have a nurse give him a kiss. And Kenny got a kiss from a nurse.
I did one twice.
Right.
Damn.
Yep.
Good for Kenny.
Scott and Amber said $100 if Kenny can get kissed by a nurse. Kenny's like, I'll do it.
Kenny's no fool.
Nope.
Yeah, he got the better end of that deal, didn't he?
Yep.
I still can't get over Kenny at the original cruise on the White Night, along with the drag people,
The drag queens. Yes. Yeah. He was like in 7 heaven that night.
Funny thing is, looking at Kenny on the stream yesterday, he, before his surgery, they had to shave his head. So I refer to him now as Sean Jr.
Yeah.
There's a few people who are going down the path. I mean, Jimmy, Kenny, and a few others.
Nope, this is the shortest you'll ever see Matt's hair. He will not look like a Sean. But his face is really red because he spent the whole day outside today building our chicken coop.
Wow.
And it's still not done yet.
And I didn't chase any birds despite the temptation.
Which is why I'm going to worry about you and the chickens.
I'm wondering if it's opening up a franchise of Steve's Lava Chicken.
Welcome aboard, Lorraine. Nice to have you here.
She said Kenny said that he was tired today. He looked a little tired yesterday, to be totally honest. He looked a little wore out. And I told him last night when we were on there, to get his rest because it was important for him to be healthy. You know what I mean? I don't want him to feel like he was missing out on anything. I said, Kenny, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what to do. You need rest.
The thing is, we've all got to remember he's just had surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That takes a real toll on the body.
And Kenny's got to remember that he's just had surgery, just like Jimmy has just had chemo. So, you guys got to learn when your body says I'm tired, take your break.
Right.
G'day, Donna. I'm wondering if we've got Captain Coco there, because really Captain Coco is the most important.
Currently wiped out, sleeping on the chair.
So Dewey,
Coco.
we've heard a lot out of all of us, but we're going to put you on the spot for a minute. I'm going to bring you solo. I want to know, what does helping hands for cruising truly mean to you?
Well, I probably can't say anything anybody else hasn't said, but one thing I do feel is I think we probably get as much, if not more, out of it than the recipients do, because this is something awesome for them, but this is something that is awesome for us as well. And we work hard to make that happen. And all of the pleasure that comes along with it makes all the work that much more worth it. You can't possibly be able to look at these recipients and that excitement and joy they get in their face when they're on that cruise, or like when Kenny and I were running around, I think it was Aruba or something. I mean, that kind of excitement you just don't find every day, and it doesn't take that much effort to be able to get that much out of it. And that's what I enjoy the most out of it. I like to be a part of something that means so much, not only to the recipients, but it means as much to us.
Very much so. Very much so. And for all of us that have been on cruises, and I'm sure you've traveled with different cruising people and your friends and things like that. Michael Ann, Sean, Dewey, Ross, have you been on a Helping Hands for Cruising cruise yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. And Jen, you have not yet either, right?
No.
So you guys, if you're coming on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, are going to be our newbies, and you're actually going to be able to see just what it's like firsthand, because Michael Ann's been on 2 of them so far, correct?
2 and 3.
Yep. And she knows what it's really like, versus the very first cruise to the smaller cruise. And she's got a lot of good things to say about the both of them. So yes. Michael Ann, go ahead and tell them what it's like.
Dewey's been on 2 too. He's been on the first 2.
Yeah.
So my experience, especially like Kenny, I didn't get to see the reaction when he came in the hotel there, but not on the ship. Whereas when Roxy walked on that ship, and to see her reaction, and she just kind of lit up and she started dancing around. She was ready to party. And she never stopped. Like, I don't know when she slept.
Oh.
But every time you see her, she was dancing, she was going here, she was going there, she was going to the casino, she was going over to eat, she was going to watch a show. Like, it was incredible to watch.
Well, and that was kind of the same with Kenny. And during a big part of that, he wasn't feeling well. He had some kind of a bug that, they actually had to take him down to the medical center to get checked because they were worried about him. But that never stopped him. He just kept going and going. And just, it's like it was a ball of energy. And when he pooped out, he just fell asleep where he was at and woke up and continued on from there.
Right. Well, prime example, Steve and V's wedding. He was their, I almost said vice president. He was their best man, and he's over there hunched over, using away.
That bloody rabbi got me every time.
Right. You know what my part? So we will answer this one in just a second. You know what my biggest thing was? Trying to wake up for lotion on the Lido.
Not this girl.
I had way too many cocktails, and I think the earliest I got out of bed was at noon. And if I did get out of bed early to make it to LOL, I didn't go to bed. Well, when you pay for the drink package and you're allowed 15 alcoholic drinks, I'm going to make sure I get my money's worth.
That's the thing about those kind of packages. It's not so much a convenience as it is a challenge.
Well, not just that. It was fun. I had a great time. But every time I turn around, somebody was like, hey, want to do a shot with us? Hey, you want to have this drink with us? Hey. And I'm like, I got a drink package. No, we're buying. Okay.
That can get even more dangerous.
Yeah, it did. Like, I was like, there's a couple of times I was like, nope, I'm good. And if you see in the video, you see me literally go, because it was between the humidity, the dancing, the sweating, and the drinking. I was like, I was ready to go back upstairs to take.
That's why I always go one shot, one glass of water, or fruit juice. Because the alcohol just dehydrates the living daylights out of you.
That it does. All right.
Pro tip.
Mr.
Try
Ross.
using liquid IV as a mixer.
Ooh, I never thought of that. Tips and tricks. Jen and I are going to have to make a.
Yeah,
we'll talk later. Mr. Ross, so would you like to answer this question?
Well, I think this is should be Michael Ann, since she handles our recipients.
All right, take it away, Miss Michael Ann. Let me make you big screen. Hold on.
No. Okay. The first recipient, or actually both of these recipients are going on the rock and roll cruise. The first one is Mike Stewart. He's from the Chicago area. He was nominated by that guy over there. Just beside me on that side. He's hiding.
Captain Coco.
Yeah, Captain Coco. Yeah, sure. I haven't had a chance to give you guys a little bit more about them. Most of the recipients have been through like the School of Hard Knocks. Hopefully on my live on Thursday, I'll give you a little bit more spiel on. But Mike is bringing a companion, so there'll be two there. And the other one is Daniel Molden, and he is from the California area, and he's going solo, and he was nominated by Roxanne.
Awesome.
Good.
All
right.
Cruise. What about the ABCs?
Oh, and that was Gabby. She was already going to be on another cruise, but things changed there. So she will be going on the ABC cruise in April of 2026.
Yeah.
Which is on the Carnival Horizon, which is kind of full circle there.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
Isn't it incredible?
And going ABCs, well, we went to Aruba and Bonaire. We didn't get to Curacao, but
Yeah.
that would be kind of cool.
And we haven't had any. Never mind, I'll be quiet.
So, Denise, to answer your question, the grand total was $4,514.
But before we close out tonight, Sean will check the Ziffy link one more time, and he will let all of us know what the super total of it all is.
And who won the auction to be you for a week? That would be Captain Coco. No, actually, there was no winner. We are going to raffle that off for Thursday trivia, and we're also going to raffle it off for Match Game Live next Friday on the Ducks. Next Friday on the Ducks stream and Helping Hands Recruiting stream Friday night.
Oh, really? Thanks
Yes.
for telling me.
You're welcome.
Surprise.
I like what Scott said here. We always thought that cruising people were crazy. Now we're cruisers. We know cruising people are nuts. Hey now.
Well, can't really argue with them.
No, you
Guilty.
you can't. Hey, does anybody have a favorite moment out of the weekend?
A favorite moment out of the weekend.
I will say I really enjoyed when Chef Todd and I did Midnight Munchies. That was a lot of fun and very delicious. And my idea for the next Dreams in Motion event is not only to capitalize on his talents yet again, but to actually auction off spots for people to be tasters live in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
So have that be a premium. So there you go.
Wow.
And Ross volunteering. So kind of you. Everyone's volunteering after the deep fried deviled eggs.
The
So
board just might have to come to your house and do it live on location.
Now, actually, I've got a bone to pick with you, Jen, because your midnight munchies actually caused me to put on 45 kilos.
that is the story of my fat life. So
Were your deep fried deviled eggs? They were deep fried deviled eggs.
yes.
Have you ever had deep fried raw eggs? Yep, you freeze them first, then you peel them, and I made them once dipped in tempura and then deep fried.
Wow.
Then they end up like a soft boiled egg, except they're fried.
Okay, that I would definitely try. We usually, when we have extra tempura, we start deep frying like anything we can get our hands on. So
that's about what I did after I got done with the eggs. It's like, okay, there's avocados, there's some carrots.
Have you ever tried chocolates, like Godiva chocolates?
No.
Oh,
I bet it would be.
Can you stop that? I'm putting on weight again.
Making me hungry.
Matt just said, I got to walk away. I'm going to gain 50 pounds just sitting here. And my favorite, I have a couple favorites from the weekend. My first one was, of course, Matt being the trooper that he is and making him smell the beef and the chicken baby food, and he was like trying not to get sick, and it was like, is this enough on the spoon? No, we got to go a little more. He opened his mouth and I just shoved it in.
I like when he peeked out and was like, more.
right And then of course, when Lola comes to town, she was actually really good this time around. She was very good, very well behaved.
Who won the avocados?
Nobody got the avocados. Nobody bid it on the avocados. The only thing that she bid was she found 2 magnets laying around here, and she auctioned 2 magnets off for $20.
She didn't even say hi to me last time she squeezed my butt.
One thing I saw though was there's some kind of mysterious person behind Lola all night.
Yeah, Ricky Rocker was, from what she said, down in Detroit because they got this huge AC/DC concert, and he was hoping that he could be a part of it down there. So I don't know.
Getting everywhere, right? AC/DC, then the live stream, and then.
Well, we will be. Matt and I have amazing seats on the 30th to the AC/DC concert at Ford Field. We are like, the stage is here and we're like right here. So I'm super stoked about it.
I think my favorite part of the weekend, I had 2 favorite parts of the weekend, was sitting with the bands and talking to the bands about what to expect on the Rock and Roll Tribute Race. 1. Number 2, the video that's got played about which I think Big Captain Billy J being wanted.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was a lot of wanted, 1
and
800 captain.
especially seeing that fake captain was actually listed as fake captain on a couple of shows was really great to see.
But we all know that the real captain is Coco.
I liked what Alana said here. I can't pick out one highlight. It was all fabulous. Great to see old faces return to lives to be a part of the Dreams in Motion. I did really enjoy the chat with the bands too. The bands to feel the enthusiasms. And I agree. I agree with Alana. There's not one bad thing that came out of this weekend. And like I said, other than Matt's breath, but once you all start and you become a part of something, you become much more a part of it. It's not just friendship. You become a solid core family, and you get to know the creators more, and you get to know them on and off a screen. You get to know them on a cruise ship. And like I said, you become a family. It's not about, hey, I'm going over to Sally's house tonight. It's like, hey, I can't go anywhere tonight because I have this Dreams of Motion marathon going on. You don't know how much people ask me, well, what's that? When I was at the rink on Friday night, I was literally in the stands watching the Dreams of Motions. And by the way, there's no more hockey. They lost tonight.
Oh.
Darn.
Anyway, let's get on to the good news. Actually, I really enjoyed watching all the shows, bits and pieces from each one, except for the one with Billy, of course, where he brought out that F stuff. But other than that, it was great. Lots of great things. Looking at Scott and Amber's show, oh really? That bad? Cat food again. Looking at Scott and Amber's show of with the boys. I was talking to the boys about cruising and so forth. That was a lot of fun too. So really, a lot of good opportunities. And really, folks, I'm extremely grateful for all the funds that have been put in. Just wish that we could get a bit more. Oh, really? Wish we could get a bit more. And you feed that to your kids, Crystal.
No, he's eating it. It's baby food.
This one is actually pretty good.
This is the good one that I wanted him to eat, but I was giving him all the garbage ones
He
first.
was talking. I was just enjoying my snack.
You're gross.
Now,
Gross, right? Okay.
Go fetch. Okay, we'll behave. Go ahead, Sean.
Too late now. You've blown it. We got Nick wetting himself almost. Laurie is going, she can't believe it. Oh, no, sorry. This is saying, can't believe she didn't subscribe to Helping Hands last time. So was getting the notifications this time and caught up. So that's great to see. Everybody did their bit over this weekend, and I'm eternally grateful. We can get a whole new person on board a cruise ship now. So let's keep it going.
Yes, I agree. Just one more thing, guys. I'm going to take a brief break for just 1 second. I want to play this one thing from somebody because this person here still holds a very special place with this organization, even though he's currently not a board member. But he does do a lot from behind the scenes, too.
This is Donovan. I'm here with Helping Hands for Cruising. Last day of our inaugural cruise, we got to take a wonderful person for their very first cruise who's never been able to see the ocean or anything. And I got to tell you, we've had so much fun. I got to go on land with them at the different ports, and he just had so much fun. And I think he enhanced my version of what cruising is like also. I'd like to say, I think my favorite thing so far on this cruise was having him see the ocean for the first time. And he goes, wow, that's big. And I was like, let me tell you about the colors of the water and what that means. and then I tried to talk to him about, imagine all the animal life and the whales and the dolphins and the sharks and turtles all underneath this boat right now. It's all, the whole world is underneath us. And to see him just start to think and see a different way of thinking about things, man, it was so great. Later I heard him repeating some of the things I told him, and man, it just touched my heart so much. So Helping Hands for Cruising, that's what the number 4, helpinghandsforcruising.org. That's a place you can go, you can donate, and you can bring that dream to somebody else. It's so important to give somebody who's been in one place for most of their life and never seen the world, and put them on a place that can inspire them to do so much more that they thought they weren't able to do. So you help me make a dream a reality. And I'll see you on the next one.
For sure. For sure.
He says it all.
That's right. And if you guys are asking, like, how can I be a part of this? What is that? There's something that I can do. Where can I go? I will tell you what. Matt equals 9 lives. You can help by coming aboard the next cruise. The R&R Tribute, Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise heads out of Miami on November the
9th.
Yep, through December the 6th. And there's going to be quite a few board members on board. And there's going to be lots of you guys on board. You don't want to miss out. You got the Who's Who band. You have the Foreign Journey band that's going to be playing. You're going to have a lot of cool things that are going to be going on board. Now, this doesn't mean, we're going to keep you busy nonstop, or, you have to participate in everything that we do. But I'm going to tell you this. It is your vacation, but you don't want to miss out.
And by the way, folks, because it is a part of Helping Hands for Cruising, and Helping Hands for Cruising is a 501c3, part of the cruising fare is tax deductible. So come and join us. Come and join us for a great opportunity to see people change lives. Come and join us for the fun and the camaraderie. Come and join us for all the exciting stuff that we've got going on. The I-25, the 125 formula racing that's going to be happening on the cruise. That will be the inaugural race going on that cruise, a major competition. The winning driver will make it to the Formula One race. No, they won't. But it certainly will be a bucket load of fun. Come and enjoy food with other people, strangers, all sorts of stuff. We're just going to have an absolute ball. Come on down. Yeah, HH4C does rock.
That it does. And if you guys want to know more about it, you can head on over to the Helping Hands with the number 4 cruising.org page. Click on the tab in there. It will show events, past, recent, featured. There's a sign like this on the top. Click on that little signature thing and it will take you right to the Rock and Roll Tribute page, and you will be able to read all about it, get all the facts, and contact ocean2oceantravel.com. And Bruce is our TA, and we have cabins that are still available, but they are going fast, so don't miss out, guys.
Hey, Ross, have you got anything more you want to say?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to make you full screen.
Breaking news on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. There will be a battle of the bands on the go-kart track.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Ricky the Rocker is not part of that battle of the bands, is he? I just hope Lola's not coming.
Lola's giving out the awards.
The awards.
Yes.
I have to make sure I
Sean,
tell
Have
my
what's
you
our-
ever heard Lola sing Happy Birthday?
Oh, goodness. Sean, what's our total?
We're currently sitting on, let me just do an update quickly because I believe we haven't changed much, but I could be wrong.
You could be.
Okay. Our total is $4,514 for the weekend. And that, my friends, is a total excitement to me.
Say that one more time, Sean. How much was it?
4,515.
Woo woo! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome. That's a
And
lot.
don't forget about the scavenger hunt too.
Oh, that scavenger hunt is going to be absolutely awesome. The last one I attended, man, I got lost around the Carnival Horizon all because some guy to my this side. It was
I
his fault.
couldn't remember where the flipping dining rooms were or what deck they were on because you had to walk through this part to get to that part, to go up to that part, to go either down to that part. Yeah, I was always lost on that.
And the last one was trying to actually get the pub. Like that question, unbelievable. Anyway, folks, we need to wrap this up. Ross needs his beauty sleep. I don't know about Jen. She'd party all night with those midnight snacks. But folks, I really want to thank you all for coming on board. Really want to thank you all for your donations. And please come and check us out at the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise and come spend some time with us. Have some fun. Take it easy.
Bye, guys. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you all.
Bye, everybody.